Every heart sings a song, incomplete, until another heart whispers back. But marriage isn't just about a cute face. It's about finding someone who can truly stand by you through thick and thin. At the end of the day, there is a life to live, bills to pay, responsibilities to manage, people to take care of, and goals that we are all trying to reach. Relationships are always messy. In a relationship, there is two people, with all their mistakes, failures, weaknesses, and struggles, and to navigate through all of that requires a lot of strength, wisdom, and help from God. At the other end, marriage is a beautiful gift from God, a glimpse of heaven on earth. It's a partnership where two people find strength, support, and love. Genesis 2:18 from the Bible states, "Then the Lord God said, 'It is not good for the man to be alone. I will make a helper corresponding to him.'" This verse speaks to the creation of Eve, emphasizing the importance of companionship and partnership in human relationships. But again, it all depends on the partner you have. Marriage can be closest thing to heaven or closest thing to hell. Deciding whom you marry is one of the most important decisions that you will make in your life, and it is such a big decision to marry someone and be connected to them for life. So, don't just trust how you feel, because our feelings always change. Many people use their feelings and their emotions and will rush into marital decisions just because they feel like someone is the one. Sadly, many marriages are ending in divorce, with broken homes, broken hearts, and broken families. Selecting a spouse according to biblical principles involves a combination of personal discernment, spiritual guidance, and practical considerations. Despite the fact that God knows who we will actually marry, there are a lot of steps that we can take to find out who the one is. Here are some key points often highlighted. First one is standards of faith. The Bible emphasizes the importance of believers marrying other believers. A foundational verse for this is 2 Corinthians 6:14, which advises against being unequally yoked with non-believers. Bible reads, "Do not be yoked together with unbelievers. For what do righteousness and wickedness have in common? Or what fellowship can light have with darkness?" A yoke is like a wooden stick that connects two oxen. It helps to make sure both oxen are equally strong. This is important because if one ox is much stronger than the other, the plow they pull might not go straight. In the same way, Christians have different values than non-Christians, so go according to your faith standards. This is important for maintaining spiritual harmony in a marriage. God sends signs to help you find your soulmate. These signs could be a feeling inside you or something obvious. He gives you both the same spirit so that when you meet, you'll think and act alike. It's like you've known each other forever, like old friends. You'll get along easily, without needing much talking or introduction. This kind of relationship, guided by God, is completely different from others. You won't struggle to understand each other, unlike the average relationship, which will give you a hard time of having to figure out a partner. Even after years of being together, that which comes from God will be totally different. In the Bible, there are stories where people instantly feel a strong connection when they meet someone special. Take, for example, Adam's reaction upon seeing Eve for the first time. He felt an overwhelming sense of joy and kinship. Similarly, in Genesis 24, when Rebekah was approached about meeting Isaac, she experienced a deep sense of peace and agreed without hesitation. This feeling of peace comes from God, who puts the same kind of spirit in both people. When God brings two people together with this kind of matching spirit, it gives them a strong foundation for their relationship. They share the same values and can make decisions together easily. Challenges don't seem as big when they're facing them together, united by their shared beliefs and feelings. Personal compatibility and shared goals. Beyond spiritual compatibility, it's also practical to consider common interests, life goals, and personal compatibility. These factors contribute to a fruitful and harmonious marriage. Identify what matters to you. Because if you don't make it a point to figure all of this out, you might connect yourself to someone who does not care about the things that you care about, and either you or both of you will make compromises that will really hurt you later on down the line. Questions ask for yourself. What do you want in a life partner? What qualities do you think are important in a person? Maybe you want someone who makes you laugh, someone you can have good conversations with, or someone who supports your career. You might also consider where you want to live, the kind of family you want, and what's important to you in life. And the questions about the other person. Does this person lead you to sin or lead you to God? Does the person make good decisions? How do they treat people? How do they handle conflicts? How do they communicate with you? Can this person take care of you? And how do you know? After listing out all these questions, take advice from multiple counselors. Proverbs 15:22 tells us that without wise advice, our plans can go wrong, but with many good advisors, they will succeed. Getting guidance from trusted spiritual leaders, mentors, and family members, and from happily married couples who know the Bible well, can really help. Most importantly, God has to be there in your relationship as a third member. When God is involved in a relationship, both partners often share similar opinions and views without misunderstandings. They understand each other's words and the underlying meaning behind it. However, without God's presence, conversations can quickly become riddled with misunderstanding. When God is not involved in your relationship, the devil will take active part of it, and the devil capitalizes on this by confusing communication, leading to misinterpretations and even hearing things that were never said or intended. But when God is at the center of a relationship, His Spirit helps interpret and clarify messages. Even if a wrong message is conveyed, God's Spirit prevents it from being taken out of context. This clarity ensures that communication remains transparent and free from the devil's tactics of twisting words and causing confusion. With God's guidance, there is no room for doubt or misinterpretation to cloud understanding. So, give room for God in your relationship.